This is from Becca from Northridge. Becca's question is, every person is chosen for a reason to exist in the world. What about Jews or other people that commit terrible acts? Are those terrible things meant to happen by God?
That's a very profound question about what is destined to happen and what do we choose by our own free will, which was not destined, left up to us. So most people ask the question this way: how can we have freedom of choice if God already knows what we're going to choose? Which actually is not a very difficult question to answer. God knowing what we're going to choose doesn't mean he made us choose it. In fact, if we don't have free choice, then God doesn't know what we're going to choose because we're not choosing. So here's how it works. When God decided to create the world, he looked through all of history, the future, and saw all the choices that we are going to make. We're going to make the choice. He didn't choose it. He sees the choices we are going to make. And based on those choices, he created a plan to make sure that no matter how bad our choices are, it will always somehow lead to the good conclusion, and that when we make the good choice and the right choice, we deserve credit for that. So actually, our choice came first. His plan is based around our choices. So for example, you decide to rob a bank, but you're the gang that can't shoot straight, so you botch it up, and the bank does not get robbed. So you chose, you had the freedom to choose, you went ahead and tried to rob the bank on your own free will, but you didn't succeed because God's plan does not include the success of your choice. So you had your choice, but God said, no, can't let you do that. So the bank does not get robbed. Or even if you decide to hurt somebody and you try, but it doesn't happen. Why doesn't it happen? Not because you're a schlemazel and a loser, but because God said no. So God says you have the freedom to choose. You have the freedom to try. It doesn't mean that you're going to succeed every time you want to be bad. So the outcome of your choice, that's God's plan, but your choice is completely yours. So how can he know what we're going to choose before we choose it? He doesn't. He knows what we're going to choose because he already sees the future. Only we don't know what we're going to choose. So he knows what we're going to choose before we know what we're going to choose. But he knows because he saw us make the choice. So are the sins part of God's plan? Yes, because God makes his plan around the sin. So he'll arrange for the person who committed the sin, who made the bad choice, to eventually regret it, to apologize, and turn the bad into good.